guys, and welcome to this week's ST video, and yeah, we're gonna have a look at another US Gold arcade conversion developed by Teartex. And it goes by the name of UN Squadron, and it's published in 90 by, US Gold. And I don't have high hopes for this one, but hey, Teartex did make the occasional good game or decent game, and this one's got a pretty decent rating on Atari Mania. And the game's got pretty nice looking cover art. I do recognize the art style, but I'm not sure who the artist is. If anyone knows, by all means make a comment. And the game is of course based on the Capcom arcade game released in Japan in 1989, and I also believe it was developed by Capcom, and it's apparently based on a manga of the same name. I've never heard of it, but the characters in the game do look vaguely familiar. And the arcade game was directed by Yoshiki Okamoto, who's been working on an absolute ton of arcade and home console games over the years, with such classics as Devil May Cry 2 on the PlayStation 2, Resident Evil 2 and 3 on the GameCube, the arcade versions of Vampire Savior 2 and Vampire Hunter 2, and many more games. And according to the wiki, the director commented that this game was part of a broader Capcom strategy to include characters from other media in their games, trying to broaden the audience. And I believe the arcade version was well received all over the world, especially in North America, where it was a major hit apparently. And I never played this game before on the ST or in the arcades, so let's dive in. Nice looking loading screen. And I believe this game is STE enhanced, so there's going to be more colors on the loading screen and possibly the title screen, I think, and also in-game, but I think that's the only things they added. There's no hardware scrolling or blitter use. Ooh, nice! This looks like the arcade. Really nicely animated, that. And I have seen some screenshots of the game, and it looks really nice. We've got 3 characters, and apparently these guys are from a manga of some sort. Let's pick this guy, because why not? And the graphics are looking really nice, I must say. Yeah, multi-rocket launchers, they are just the worst. Oh, you've got something for me, but let me guess, I'm gonna have to pay for it, right? And the power-up system in this game is... I haven't fully understood it, and I didn't find a manual either. But let's buy Bullpup 2, because it sounds good. And I haven't got any more money, so let's just get going. Thank you, be careful. Well, thank you very much, that's very kind of you. I'm certainly going to try to. Quite a few different tunes here as well, and they sound pretty nice. There's also some pretty annoying loading here, but that's not too bad. And yeah, whoa, what the hell? I don't think that's... Oh, why am I using my special weapon here? Am I supposed to hold the fire button? And when I press and hold, I fire off my mega... Oh, wow. Mega weapon here. Oh, stop doing that. Yeah, this looks really nice, but... Oh, goodness, the frame rate is not great. And I can't see the bullets because everything is just so jerky. But this looks super nice, I gotta say. Keeping track of all these projectiles, it's not easy. Everything moves in rather large steps. Oh, here's the boss already. Jeez. Let's try and stay close. No, that didn't work. In the arcade version, staying down here was usually a pretty good idea. Well, yeah, it still kind of is, but the that projectile that's homing still makes my life pretty miserable. But yeah, this seems to be working. Yeah, take that, you evil mega tank. Didn't I get any money? Special weapon, bloody blah. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just carry on. This is merely the beginning. Yeah, I sure hope so. Hope there's more levels. The target is the invisible stealth bomber. It can attack targets without being detected. Well, that is kind of the point, isn't it? But hey, so now I've got some more money. Quite a lot, actually, but oh, the prices have gone up, so it chases enemies I can't afford that, but yeah, I think that may give me shields, the stuff below. But let's get this, the Phoenix thing, and I can't afford anything else. You got outrageous prices, mate. But this looks really, really nice, but the frame rate is a bit rough. I wish they would have just kind of reduced the amount of sprites, because they really have gone for making an accurate, accurate conversion down to even the attack patterns and how many planes are attacking you, damn it. So they should maybe have reduced the amount of enemies on screen a bit, because yeah, this is pretty rough. What am I being hit by something? Oh, yeah, this is a flickering mess. Oh yeah, it's not amazing. It does again look good, and the scrolling is pretty decent, but everything just moves so jerkily. Oh yeah, I think this is the only way to make this work on the ST and still have decently smooth scrolling, right? Let's hit him with some missiles, and I think if I just hold the fire button, I will just continuously fire, and if I let go and then press fire again, I will fire off my amazing homing missiles. And it kind of works, I suppose. Oh yeah, it's so damn hard seeing what's going on here. Real shame, because this is really rather impressive. And everything is just flickering on and off, and it makes it really hard keeping track of the important things here. Just look at my bullets. Okay, take that, Mega Fighter. Well, it's certainly better than I anticipated, for suresies. How am I supposed to be able to get out of the way there? Yeah, all this flickering is giving me a headache, but here's the stealth bomber. Can I destroy these mines? I don't think I can, because these are, like in the arcade, it's very, very faithful to the arcade, I must say. I think I played it up to this point, and so far, even the attack patterns and the amount of enemies is pretty spot on, so that's impressive. But again, I wish they wouldn't have gone for that, and maybe just try to make this a little bit smoother. But this is far better than anticipated. Given that it's a TRX game. Oh, I can't shoot these things. Okay, fine. The controls are decently solid as well. And this fight feels pretty good because it's actually possible to get out of the way. Far less stuff going on. I think the bar at the bottom left is kind of how much power I've got left for my special weapon. The star seems to be against us, and also the sheer amount of sprites is against us. Forest Fortress is the next target, equipped with many large gun batteries. That sounds great. And this guy again. Why do you keep increasing your prices, you scum? Super Shell. I've always wanted a Super Shell, so give it here. Very nice looking indeed. And I think the developers knew that they had a bit of a problem, so seems like they gave us a bunch of continues here and lives to compensate for the somewhat rough frame rate. This stage is actually a little bit less of a pain, although, oh god, the flicker fest is beginning here. Mines, I see. Okay, let's not shoot them, shall we? But yeah, this is a pretty decent shooter. And it would have been really solid if it wasn't for the rough frame rate and choppiness. Because interestingly enough, the scrolling background moves pretty consistently. And it's even got parallax scrolling. Look at that. That looks really, really, really nice. Definitely among the better THX games I've played. Oh, here's the fortress. With a big whopping gun. Let's set fire to it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe we can use my flaming something. Oh, I can't destroy the projectiles. That's a shame. And look at the absolute chaos going on. But at least the missile sprites are being put above my projectiles, which makes it a little bit easier. And am I taking damage? I probably can't fly into the fortress, right? And have I just lost all my continues? I think I have. Game over. Crash and burn, baby. Yeah, I think I'm done. But I have to say, this is a really nice looking and sounding game. And yeah, gameplay is kind of borderline okay. But yeah, it's such a shame about the frame rate, really. Because this could have been really solid. It is very faithful compared to the arcade version. And then we've got some bio screens that look really rather nice. So yeah, let's just have a look at a couple of reviews, shall we, before we end. Computer and Video Games reviewed the Spectrum and the ST version, and they awarded the ST version an overall of 85%, and they wrote, "Not a stunning blast, but a pretty close conversion, with great scrolling and decent sprites. ST shoot 'em up squaddies should sign up without delay." And yeah, this seems like a pretty decent rating, somewhere around 80, but not quite sure what they mean by not a stunning blast. It is really visually impressive, so maybe they are referring to something else? Maybe the frame rate? ST Format's Neil Jackson was a lot less impressed, and he gave the game an overall of 46%, and he wrote, "Yawn, there must be more to life than this. The same old idea dressed up as the same old idea, and not particularly impressive in any department. As a conversion it's fair, but as a game in its own right it's appalling." And he's not impressed by the controls, and also seems pretty unhappy with the flickering going on, or the rough frame rate. But I have to disagree with the not particularly impressive in any department. The visuals are really nice, and the music is pretty good too. So maybe a little bit of a whiny review. I think the game deserves more than 46%. But yeah, it's nothing new, but ST Format would always complain about that anyway. So yeah, the game deserves more, I would say. And with that, I'm just gonna say, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and as always, hope to catch you next time. Cheers!